All right, everyone, here we go with an all signs reading. This is the overview for November 2024. Let me fix my sleeve here. I've got an Ace of Swords staring at you, and it's kind of here in the pre-shuffle. I shuffle, I say, what do you want to tell my people about November? I don't think the universe wants to talk about anything too deep, even though it's a deep month. But we're pulling on the soulmate cycle here, and I think, well, look at that. If that's who it wants to, I swear I didn't plan that. I literally tried to pick up the deck to talk about the pre-shuffle, and I had no idea that was there. I swear to you, on my father's grave, no idea. That's the Burger King. Superficial. I just got done saying I don't think it wants to talk about anything too heavy. It wants to talk about the King of Wands energy, which represents most of the time the DM side of this soulmate cycle. November, for everyone, in different ways, is a month of information. It's a month of epiphanies. I talked about that in my monthly write-up in the blog. Okay, it's not just about, I tied it to Pluto and Aquarius, but it's not just about that. I mean, it's just a month where information makes its way to you. Epiphanies. But what's interesting about it is I've got a combination of energies here on the surface energy. You know, this is just what it wants to talk about. It's like small talk from the universe here. But I like that. I'm glad that this reading's not going too deep. Because I've got all that information, and I've got 6 of Swords and a 5 of Wands, which generally, when paired with an energy like this one included in here, is sort of either you're thinking to yourself, gosh, this is something I should have figured out a long time ago, or you're saying to someone, this is something you could have told me a long time ago, or it's just something that you feel like you always knew that finally makes its way to you and you have confirmation. Any of that. There's thousands of people watching. It's a general reading, so I'm just pulling it down the middle. Okay? I'm riffing on the energy and giving you everything it could mean, or the main things anyway. It can mean a lot of things. So you're getting information here. There's some kind of communication coming. All right? And I'll skip ahead. There's the 8 of Wands and there's the Knight of Cups. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much your pre-shuffle. The 8 of Wands, now the Knight of Cups, obviously, yeah, there could be new love offers coming from this King of Wands, but I'm not sure if that King of Wands is your original runner or not. Whoever you're here for may come your way. They may, with a Knight of Cups here. But because of the energy tie here, you can see the color match on these two cards. They bookend each other in the pre-shuffle, the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is really about something, for most of you, it's information coming from someone else. Okay? So, and I think because the universe wanted to let us see it, I mean, I literally was just going to pick up the deck and talk about the pre-shuffle, and I left. It's really hard to leave the top card by one card. It's easy to leave like a stack by accident, but it's not easy to just leave one card. And look, there's a 4 of Wands with it too. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't like readings that are all about communication, but I have to tell you, information comes through communication, either with ourselves or from other people. And this is a month of epiphanies and information. So incoming, all right, something. You figure something out, something changes. For me, November is always a month full of surprises. There's always surprises and new beginnings, and it's a lot because of the 11/11 portal, the energetic new year, but sometimes it's much deeper than that. I feel like this is a combination of surface energy and something very profound for you on an individual level. Okay? All right, let's see. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? All right, let's see where we go. Keep in mind, it's a general reading. It's for thousands of people, so I'll be as specific as I can and riff on the energy. But if you're here for a reason. It could just be one thing I say, and it's timeless. So whenever you find it, you're meant to find it, all right? Or whenever this information is valid for you, you're meant to remember it. How about that? You're meant to remember the reading. It could be, in other words, it could be near future influence for you. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. So, yeah, there's something big happening here. That's big. That's the Queen of Cups. It's the most love I could pull from the deck. It's big. You think you're having duck for dinner, you're having goose. Okay? It's a lot bigger. It's an offer of love. It is. I've got to read it clean. I don't like rainbow unicorn readings, but this is kind of a rainbow unicorn month in spite of all the big world events that are happening and all that shit. And Pluto changing signs in Aquarius and blah, blah, blah. It is a little bit rainbow unicorn. It's a little dreamy, the energy this month. I won't lie to you. This is somebody making a genuine offer of love or friendship to you. Okay? That's why we're here. We're here because of the Eight of Wands, because of the Ace of Swords, and because of that Knight of Cups. All right? That Queen orders that Knight that was in the pre-shuffle. And these cards back up the pre-shuffle, the cut cards. So what comes after the cut? The Eight of Cups. It's an offer of love from somebody, either somebody who walked away from you, okay? Or it's an offer of love that you might be inclined to reject initially, or it's difficult for you to accept, okay? Be careful. I'm just going to tell you right now. Be careful this month about taking the path of least resistance. Try to remember, something about this offer of love may feel like something that happened in the past. It may be a bit of deja vu for you, okay? Try to remember what you did then, all right? And if you took the easy way then, try to take a different tack this time, all right? I'm just saying it takes a lot of bravery to deal with these 8 broken cups. It takes a lot of strength, all right? This might be, for a lot of you, this offer of love or friendship is something that's difficult in some way for you to accept, okay? Don't just reject it because it's hard. Oh, it's difficult for me. Oh, if we were to be together, they live all the way over there, and then I'd have to move. Look, honestly, it's a big deal, all right? That's the Queen of Cups. It's a big deal, all right? Let's see. So be careful in the month of November about taking the path of least resistance. I know it's human nature to do that, all right? But it's not always prudent. It's not always the best thing to do. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's pull ourselves a reading here. Let's see where we go. What's going on? What do we get? What do you want to tell my people about November 2024? I like this energy. I like that this is I don't control what energies come in. I mean, it could have been some deep shit where I got to talk about societal energies and crap like that, and I don't like doing that. I fucking hate it. It's terrible. I do that enough offline, pulling on that shit. It's frightening what's coming up. Devils and towers and fucking death cards. I can't. It's like I got a whole deck full of bad cards when I pull on one of the candidates. It's fucking unreal. I've never seen such a fucking pile of shit. Good Lord, I ain't gonna pull that online here. Let's something nice, some new offer of love and friendship for you. Let's talk about it, because here comes communication. The Knight of Swords. Here comes communication. I mean, I keep saying that word, and I don't like saying it because it's tarot reading gold, and I know people get their hopes up and stuff. Look, it's always up to somebody's free will. Okay, I can't control that, but I could. You can see the fucking cards, right? Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, an offer of love. Might be difficult for you to accept, but somebody's got their eye on you. Somebody's fucking mission. And if this is information that comes to you that changes things. I just told you in the pre-shuffle, November is about information and epiphanies. He's holding that very sword that we saw, that we opened with, that Ace of Swords. What's fueling this? Look at this shit. An Ace of Wands. I mean, there's a chance here. There's an opportunity. It's one of those opportunities that doesn't last long. You don't have time to dilly-dally on it. Whatever you find out, whatever you figure out, whoever asks you out, there isn't time to dilly-dally. All right? So trust your intuition and try not to take the easy way out. All right? A lot of times this night doesn't have, it comes with a message, you know, a message of change. Messages of change are not always easy. There's a great opportunity here. It really is. If you think about it too long, I can feel it already. I'm going to tell you, you'll get confused. If you think about it too long, you'll get, look, coming in, trust your intuition. Don't dilly-dally on it. All right? Worry about if it's hard. Let's sort it out on the back end later. Okay? Say yes to everything. Sort it out on the back end later. All right? You say, whether it's the universe or the entertainment industry, it doesn't matter. The rule is you say yes to everything. You can back out of it later, but if you say no up front too often, they stop calling. Well, the universe is the same way. The energy is the same way. If you reject too much shit that it sends you, it'll stop sending you shit. You'll put out an energy, like energy attracts like energy, of repellent, that I'm not interested. I'm going to say no. Nobody likes to be rejected, even the fucking universe, even the energy around us. So keep that in mind, all right? All right, let's go. I'll tell you what. Same applies if you have a temp. If you work for a temp company, right? You say no too many times, they stop calling. You know, I know. Anyway, they stopped calling me to do those focus groups. I don't know why they stopped calling me. I said no a few times, but it may have been the last focus group I did, which was on cars. And I suspect the car company behind the glass got offended when I suggested that their cars used to catch fire, and I hope they solved that problem. Perhaps I got blacklisted. I don't know. You know, it happens. I'm a blacklist kind of guy. I'm all over it. Right here, the energy around your connection with whoever the fuck is coming towards you, because somebody coming towards you. Right here is the 3D energies around this person. Right here is their soul. This is the hidden energy message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. No one can. And for God's sake, if you're going to ignore anything I say in this reading, do not fucking ignore that. Okay? I cannot predict free will. I want you all to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and say, Steve cannot predict free will, and neither can I. Okay? There you go. That's all you got to just remember that. All right? Some people just continue, some people around you, no matter how they feel, they just continually stick their hand and their heart in the meat grinder. They just continually do it, even though it's called a meat grinder. It seems pretty obvious, right? All right. Let's go. Some people are just fuck-ups. What you gonna do? Right? All right. Energy around your connection. You ready? I'm ready. I think this is going to be a nice reading. All right. Very nice. Please don't prove me wrong on that. Oh, see, I knew it. That's beautiful. Oh, this is going to be one of those good readings. This is the one that reminds me of November 2021's reading when we had Helplessly Hoping come in. Oh, that was so lovely. Back in the day when the soulmate cycle was new and had the new car smell. Now it smells like somebody, you've gone to a lot of parties, a few people have puked in the back seat, right? The kids have pooed a few times in there. Ain't no new car smell now. You get one of those little fresheners shaped like a pine tree, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Now it just smells like piney poo. Fuck. All right, the Queen of Pentacles. This is nice. This is back in the day right here. We going back in the day today. The energy around your connection. It's nice. It's soul nurtured. It's, I don't know how to phrase it. It's everybody's about to be, there's an energy of contentment. I don't know why yet. I could speculate, but why don't we just wait till I clarify? Because you know I'm going to clarify everything, right? Throw some universe cards at the end. And you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this one. I don't get too many rainbow unicorn readings, and I definitely want to extend. This is beautiful energy. I don't even, just take the word beautiful and content and leave it there. We'll come back to it. 3D energies around this person. I almost called them a fuckwit. Yeah, see? I should have. Whoever this is that's offering you, I can see why it's difficult. It might be difficult to accept. I can understand why. Remember that 8 of Cups that came after? I said it's probably difficult. Try not to take the easy way. This person is worth it, whoever they are, either as a friend or love or whatever. But either they're putting out this cold energy, or the energies around them are so cold that they've picked up on this. They've picked up a chill. Okay? I can't tell which it is. But they're not behaving the way they should around this. Your connection is the warm, safe spot. All right? You got all the milk. And they're coming to get some. I would say. I would say. All right? Although if you have an owl, I recommend not giving them milk. Okay, just, you know, I'm not trying to suggest that owls drink milk. You should not do that. Okay, anyway, the soul is here. I'm just saying. Honestly, I'd hate to see anything happen to the little owls. Right, the soul is here. It bookends the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, Jesus. Now that you can give milk to. The Magician. It's a alchemy energy. It's lead into gold. Somebody here, your connection has profoundly changed someone. Those changes are slow, have been slow to kick in. They are kicking in. Okay, I believe that they're kicking in. It's a little like, it reminds me of cycles. There's a lot of long-range cycles that affect us. And, you know, like a cycle that might run from the spring of 2023 until the early winter of 2025. Something like that. But you don't really know, most people, well, I know because I pick up on cycles and I write them down in my notebooks and I'm crazy. But most people out there in the world don't know that they're in those cycles probably until about, at some point, sometimes toward the end of the cycle. sometimes toward the end of it. And sometimes, a lot of times those cycles get pointed out if you look at long-range astrology and things like that. But most of the time, they don't peak, for example, until maybe if it's a 12-month cycle, they don't peak maybe until 9 or 10 months in. And that's when you can kind of pick up on it. That's sort of what's happening here. Your connection has been a bit of slow medicine for somebody. Now it's activated. Now it's starting to peak. All right. This is going to be interesting to clarify, and so is this. Hidden energy message from the universe. What's fickle old gal want to tell us? Here they come. Right? We were talking about geese already. What didn't I say about the Queen of Cups? It's bigger than a duck, right? We think we have a duck, but it's a goose. It's bigger. It's big, right? Here we go. 2 geese in the air. Love geese in the air. Love somebody coming. I don't think they have a choice. This card's called the choice in some decks, right? And some readers think that means that we make the choice. It's major arcana. Wakey, wakey. We don't control that. A choice has already been made. The energy is there for somebody to do it. I mean, if they don't, with the Magician here and the Lovers here and the energy I feel around this, if they hold back, they shit stupid. You don't want this person anyway if they free will their way out of this. Okay? This is a delicious goose dinner. Okay? This is very nice. You have a very strong connection with somebody. You are, I don't want to get all hocus pocus with it. It might help you figure out who this person is, because I'm not sure if it's your long lost runner for some of you. But you would definitely, if most of you watching are the DF side here at Steve's Love Tarot, right? The side that didn't run, and you know, you're the adult deer here. You come up as Queen of Pentacles and Empress or whatever. If you're trying to figure out who this might be, you would be very protective over this person. I definitely pick up on that. You would be. They might, to the outside observer, like if you were together, they might, to the outside observer, it might seem like they're the protective one. They're the one in charge. Actually, it's the other way around. Maybe you are more protective on the emotional side to them. Okay? All right. You know, because I know somebody's going to come at me and go, Steve, my person can beat up anybody. You should see them. Okay, maybe they can, but emotionally, you're the protector. All right? Definitely. Somebody's figuring that out. Somebody's figuring out that their life's a little cold without this. The energy is allowing for this. The universe already made a choice, probably because their soul energy lined up with the energy of your connection a little bit. Okay, when it transformed a little bit, like energy attracts like energy. Potential final outcome, communication. Yeah, I know. Major arcana too, man. That's some shit right there. That's the sun, by the way. It's not an inflamed butthole like a lot of people think. You know, a lot of people think that because I say it. But anyway, it's the sun. It's communication. It's what this month is all about. Somebody here coming to get warm. Somebody's coming your way. This is your final outcome. Your final outcome is somebody who is cold, has been out in the cold, is coming to get warm. Somebody who has needed milk is coming to get it. Hopefully it's not an owl. There's nothing more I can say here. It's cut and dry. The reading played out perfectly. It is as Rainbow Unicorn Tarot as Steve's Love Tarot gets. I got nothing here about societal energies and life changing this and that and Pluto this or Pluto. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun with the Zodiac fly-through as well. This is absolutely phenomenal. And I will not try to lie to you here and tell you expect communication, because that would be irresponsible. I can't predict free will. I don't trust this. The energy that's attached to this, I don't trust it as far as I can throw it. And I can't usually throw people too far. All right? I ain't some worldwide wrestler or something like that. I'm just a regular sized dude. I don't throw things very far. At the end of the day here, sometimes we're in the cold so long we get used to it. All right, here we go. But sometimes the other way around too. We'll see. Let's clarify. Let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles. I want to get into this energy. Let's see. Why'd you give me the Queen of Pentacles? Why'd you throw me this nice energy here and make me thirsty all at the same time? Why'd you do this, universe? What's going on? This is nice. When I get these two energies, excuse me, these two energies are glaring off of each other. When I get that, I get somebody who really wants to come in from out of the cold. All right, it's going to be very hard for this energy to free will itself out of this. I think this could be somebody you're already with, and they just tell you a little bit more about how they feel. You know, maybe they're usually a cold person. They get a little more touchy-feely than normal. That's possible. It's all possible. What's going on with the Queen of Pentacles? Why is it here? Why is it here? I'm still shuffling. I'm running out of shit to tell my people. Look, I can't emphasize this enough. This is beautiful energy. That's a Hierophant there. I don't even, my God. I mean, what the hell? And, you know, my decks, the decks that I use, I mean, the Witches, it's all right. But this deck sometimes, this deck scares the crap out of a lot of readers sometimes. It is. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit ominous and whatever. And sometimes it does. I try to do that so I get a wide variety of energies. But it's just really nice. It's a Hierophant. Somebody's feeling the connection. Your connection has a frequency. You have a frequency. Your person has a frequency. Your connection has a frequency. You and your person are harmonized with the connection. So everybody come together. That's why we got the sun here. Okay? It's a simple explanation, but that'll do. All right? It'll do. Okay. What's going on? Remember, your connection, I told you this from day one, is a separate energy from you and your person. Somebody, you might be harmonized with it, but they're not. They run. Right? That's how it goes. Repel. All right? Look, I can't pull a bad card here. 9 of Cups. I mean, your guys are both harmonizing with this connection. Like a perfectly tuned piano or guitar or whatever. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just nice. Why is the 9 of Cups here? The High Priestess. Divine Couple. Divine Couple alert. High Priest, High Priestess. This is, you guys, it's what it's really saying. Okay, before we get all hocus pocus with it and the fucking unicorn comes pick me up and take me to the store. What's really happening here, the reason those came out, is because of what I just said. Your energies are, your all 3 frequencies have aligned. The connection, you, and them. All lined up. And it's because we've been waiting on this person here. We've been waiting for this to activate. Now, that begs to, well, why is this here? That begs us to pull on that there. Queen of Swords. It feels like it's a Queen of Swords that feels like a Queen of Cups. I think your love languages differ with this person. I do think this person's a little bit more cold than you are. Okay? In that department. And don't come, oh, I can hear it now. Oh, and yeah, you sound like this. My person's very, very, very loving, Steve. Okay, fine. And yeah, you sound like that. Cold, it feels like a deep, deep kind of thing to me. It's almost like they were raised to be this way, sort of a thing. So, yeah, it doesn't mean that they can't be affectionate. I just mean you feel things a lot more deeply than they do. Okay? That's all. It's fine. You don't have to get offended. I'm just reading energy. It's a fucking Queen of Swords. What do you want me to say? Oh, they lovey-dovey. They're just wonderful. I mean, the cards reflect the energy. I already picked up on it anyway, and the universe gave me that to represent what I was picking up on. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. Anyway, I've already said what I need to say here. What's crossing it? What's the environmental energy here? Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Something here... It's my student. It's something here is informing this person. I believe it's the soul energy which is flowing over here. But it's what I just said. This person here is nervous. They're nervous about coming in because they're feeling a lot more than they are used to feeling. Okay? All right. I mean, you take a wild snowy owl living up way up in the near the Arctic Circle. You take a wild snowy owl and bring him in your nice heated home. Fresh from there, he's going to take him a little while to get used to it. He'll be like, what the fuck's going on? It's what the fuck? You know, it's just a bit like that. This person's in bit of what the fuck mode. What am I feeling here? What's happening? They're getting information. You're getting information in the form of communication in November. The DM side, their connection is getting information in the form of feelings. Waking up their feminine energy. Wakey, wakey. You know? All right. Let's go. What's on top? Knight of Cups. Look at, see, what did I just say? Back up every word I just said. Right? They're getting information in the form of feelings. That's why I felt this earlier. I said this is a Queen. I almost Freudian slipped it and called it the Queen of Cups. Because that's what they're getting. They're getting incoming cup info. Okay? Why is the Knight of Cups here? The Three of Wands. It's forcing a move. It's forcing a move in a new direction. They're focused on you. That's Empress ship right there. You're out there. You're topless bathing. You got the fucking buffet. bottomless buffet and topless sunbathing. It's beautiful. And they can see it even without binoculars, and they want to go. It's forcing them to make a move a little bit. All right? Hell, I'm not that strong of a swimmer, and even I'd take a crack at it. All right, what's going on here with the magician? What's going on? So somebody wakey here. It's an alchemy energy, but it's what I described to you about long cycles. You know, cycle might be 12 months long, but it'll peak 10 months in, 9 months in, sometimes 11 months in. Sometimes they don't peak until like 2 days before they go away. All right. That peak is when you feel it, when you realize you're in a cycle or you've been in a cycle. Somebody here, this energy is peaking. Somebody's realized that they've been fooling themselves, for lack of a better way to put it. I don't know. Either way, we've got both sides of the connection harmonized with the connection. And that's why the love geese are in the air. It's there. The door is wide open. Wide open. The table is set. We just wait for somebody to bring the goose to the table. That's it. Why's the magician here? This is one of those fucking readings, man. I will tell you, I love November readings. Scorpio season is my favorite time of year to be an energy person. Two of Cups, two soulmates. I mean, it's everything I already just said while I was shuffling. While I'm shuffling is what's important. That's where the reading lives, right? There are literally people that watch these readings that fast forward until the cards hit the table. I don't even need to talk when the cards hit the table. That is everything I have already said. It's what I say while I'm shuffling that's important. And if I tell any stories or give you any analogies, those are important too. But I'm making you think a little bit. How does it apply? How is it this? How is it that? It's called applied wisdom. Use it. Try it. It wakes your soul up when you have to use it. It really does. The death card. What did I say? Transformation. It's time. It's time. Somebody here there's a reawakening of a connection you have with somebody. Okay? End of story. I know. It's a little rainbow unicorn for Steve Love Tarot, but it's deeper. It is deep rainbow. It's deeper than that, because you've got somebody here that you might be very protective over emotionally. Okay, I think it might be difficult for you to accept this person's offer of love, but I think you need to do that. I think that's what the universe, that's what the energy is asking you to do this month, is do something hard. Okay, difficult. Why is the death card here? You could take that as something dirty if you want. Do something hard. Fine. It's better that way. Right? But either way. Temperance. Look at this shit. I mean, it's everything I said. It's just, it is what it is. And look, we've been talking about rainbow unicorn. There's a fucking rainbow right there. You see it on the card? Rainbow. It's Archangel Michael energy. There's a lot of truth. This person's seen the light. This is usually an energy of somebody that's seen the light. The light being your connection, with the Two of Cups being the environmental energy. Fucking hell. The Lovers. Why is it here? So now this is separate from the reading, aside from what it's informed us about, love geese are in the air and all that kind of stuff. I want to separate it a little bit. I want to know this in relation to this. I'm going to sort of put these two energies together so that you get a bigger final outcome. All right? So we got the Lovers and the Sun. I'm going to clarify both. I'm asking the universe. I'm just telling you. I've already put it out there. You put it out there with feelings, not words. Words don't mean shit. But they mean enough for me to tell you what I've put out there. I'm asking about the Lovers card in relation to the final outcome. And I've got a card that fell on the floor. And I've got a moon card crossing. I got a card that fell on the floor like that, which is how I pulled them, with the red at the bottom. Right? You can see when I hold the cards, the red's at the bottom, and then I pull the card and flip it. So this is an upright energy. It's the normal way I would pull it. It's a Six of Wands. It's victory after a long battle. Why is that here? Why did it fly out? And flew out, made me stop shuffling. The Seven of Swords. This is tough to explain, because somebody's been afraid to be themselves. Something about this energy makes someone unafraid to be themselves. we're getting victory over a mask that somebody's been wearing. This is representing more of a mask, okay? Like a con man type energy, right? This guy's going to claim he owns the golf course, and because he's got the stupid hat on with the fuzzy thing, you're inclined to believe him. Oh, you own the golf course? Yeah, do you want to buy it? I'm selling the golf course. How much is it? It's $1,000 an acre. $1,000 an acre? What is this, 1922? Are you serious? I'll take it. How many acres is it? You know, it's like that. Somebody here's been wearing a bit of a mask. They've been bullshitting. You're going to get a lot of information. There's a lot. You're going to have crystal clear clarity on how this person feels, why they behave the way they do. This is one of the best energies I've ever seen here in November. And again, I'm not a fucking time lord. It could bleed into early December. I think Scorpio season and Sagittarius season, at least the first part of Sagittarius season, bleed together a little bit. Okay? Can I just say that? But I'm going to tell you, this is one of the best times I have ever seen to get true fucking clarity on whatever's going on here. All right. Okay. Wow. What's going on with the sun here? Either way, information is available in November. Definitely about this person. This person's bringing some information. It'll be very, very clear. Could be through their actions, but I feel it more as direct communication. I'll be honest. It is up to their free will. They are a snowy owl coming inside in the heat. But why is the sun here? What's the final on this for my people? And all this flows over here. All right. Let's see. Strength. Two energies of Leo crossing each other. Two energies of Leo. What does that mean? My person's a Leo. Okay, maybe that's just, you know, that's just a numbers game. All right? There's a 1 in 12 chance your person's a fucking Leo. Wow. Whoopee. Now, nothing to fucking do with that whatsoever. This is some serious, this is information that allows you to move forward if you're brave enough to act on it. And I talked about bravery around that 8 of Cups that came after the cut. All right? We're just going to keep this on the soulmate cycle, but this does apply to societal energies too. Right? It's one thing to find out somebody's a this or somebody's a that. It's another thing to be big enough to change your mind and go, well, then somebody shows you who they are. Believe it, right? Right. Well, same thing applies here to the soulmate cycle. I told you about that 8 of Cups. You got a genuine offer of love or friendship coming from somebody. And I think it's going to be, for some reason, different for all of you, difficult for you to accept it. This card's talking about keep your heart chakra open. Be brave enough to move forward with what you find out. I think it benefits you. I get it. I think it benefits you greatly. It has to. Both the High Priest and the High Priestess are here around your connection. It benefits both parties. This is a benefit. This is emotional fulfillment. It's the 9 of Cups, right? It's a good thing. It benefits both. It's surrounded by each masculine and feminine sides. It also is talking about how you're both harmonized with the connection, which is why I think this is direct communication and not just something you find out on your own. And November is all about communication. What's on top here? Look, what did I just say? It's the Fool. What did I just say? I said be brave enough when you get this information to move forward with it. Believe it. Whatever it is, this is worth a punt. The universe is saying whatever this is, it's worth a shot. Okay? It's worth you moving forward with it. Now that applies. It's a double-edged sword. That applies both ways. All right? Acting on the information means you need to do something. Means doing nothing isn't an option. Whatever you decide to do, that's fine. Let the information point. If the information's negative, you take according actions to move in another direction. If the information's positive, you take actions to move with that. Either way, sometimes it's difficult. Or if the information's negative and you feel like it's just something, if you can get past, then you can move forward with this person, well, then do that. All we're talking about here, it's going to vary for all of you what the information is. But whatever it is, it changes everything. And this is proof of that is the Knight of Swords, which brings a message of change. That's why the Knight of Swords is our overall energy here. Right? This is why I love tarot. It all ties together. Sure, there's always some skeptics watching who are like, yeah, but you would say that, and yeah, but But the truth of the matter is the proof is in the cards. That's why I pull the cards. I don't need them. I could just read energy and give you the information, but you'd be staring at a blue felt table for fucking 30 minutes. The cards back up my words. This night brings a message of change. It's all over here. But messages of change, you have to be brave enough to act upon them. Most people don't. Most people never change their minds. Most people just, you can give them all the information. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, but whatever. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. All right. The Fool. Don't be like most people, like I always tell you. All right. Why is the Fool here? The Ten of Pentacles. This benefits you greatly. Whatever happens here in November benefits you greatly with this person. Okay? It does. It behooves you to act upon the information you're getting. Whether it's in a positive direction or a negative direction, whatever. It might be difficult to act on it, but doing nothing isn't an option. It's abundantly clear from this final outcome. The universe, your reward for being brave and keeping your heart chakra open is everything. It's this. It's a whole, this can represent everything you wanted, a new life, a new relationship with this person, but generally speaking, for me, in this context with a Fool, it tends to represent putting yourself on a new timeline that leads you towards something a lot better than what you were, heading towards something that's better than what you were heading towards. You follow? Because everything that's ever happened or ever will happen has already happened. It's all happening at once. It's there. The energies around you, we want to call them even your guardian angels, your protectors, your ancestral energies, whatever you're into, they all can see ahead, right? They all know where you're going, how it all ends for you. It's all there. That's why, you know. You hear from people that had near-death experiences. If they got far enough in, they'll tell you, for a moment, I knew everything. The energy around you is giving you an opportunity. All you got to do is be brave enough to take it. It's giving you the information. You got to be brave enough to take it. And you take it, I will tell you right now, by trusting your intuition. That's the DF side's strong point, is the intuition, with the High Priestess representing the DF side here and the energy of your connection. Your intuition. It's your best friend. But we don't overthink it. Intuition's the first couple of seconds. That's it. That's why in the Schrodinger's cat readings, I give you an animal and I say you got 2 seconds to pick. And really, I'm stretching it. It's actually about a half a second. All right? You should get yourself down to where you trust your intuition, you trust your gut in a half a second. It's the truth. Beyond that, thoughts start getting in the way. Thoughts come with fears. Thoughts, as soon as you blend, if you've got an energy, I'll give it to you this way. It's a simplistic explanation, but it's accurate. You got a energy, let's take a card. You have an energy of intuition, right? And you start putting thoughts into it. We'll use this to represent thoughts. This is intuition. You got an energy, as soon as an energy of intuition is present, and you start putting thoughts into it, you leave a gap. And in that gap, devil energy can flow in. You allow it to flow in. Devil energy brings doubt, it brings fear, it brings, I'm not sure, all that kind of stuff. Right? Same thing applies if there's a big decision you have to make and you go to too many sources for help. That will fuck you up the ass too. That leaves a giant gap for devil energy to come in, mainly in the form of doubt and indecision and not sure what to do. You know, which leaves you in a Two of Swords, a bit of a crossroads. Does it all the time. It's the negative side of the Two of Swords. One's good, one's bad, sort of a thing, in that context. All right, let's go. What else the universe want to tell you before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this? The devil lives in the details. The details meaning you start thinking, in the case of intuition, you start thinking too much. Take the bravery. All right. What else you want to tell my people before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this? This is a great reading. I love this for you. I love it. And I hope I know my people all will take the information and run with it. I know. Right? I don't have a lot of faith in Joe Schmo population out there, but I definitely know you guys are strong enough to do this. You reflect. Here you're reflecting in my reading as High Priestess. You often reflect as Queen of Pentacles, which you are here as well, and Empress. So a good number of you, enough, are reflecting in those energies that they dominate and they come out in the cards. So let's go. So I got faith in you guys. I think this is a nice reading for you. Death card, 2 of Cups. Look at these fucking final message from the universe for you. And the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups crossing the 2 of Cups. whoever this person is, I'm just going to paraphrase it. Can I do that? I mean, yeah, there's some healing coming. You're entering a new phase. I really want to talk about this here because this is kind of important. Whoever this person is to you, stop trying to figure out who it is. Take the reading for what it is. Okay? Let's say you, well, I know who it is, Steve. I'm not trying to figure out. Okay. Okay. Put it down then. If you're sure you know who it is, first of all, if you're 100% sure of something, there's no such thing as 100%. Right? Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. There's no such thing as a fucking 100%. You shouldn't be 100% sure about anything. The best we can hope for in life is maybe 90%. 91 if I'm being generous. Okay? Whatever. Put it down. Stop thinking about who this might be. Stop thinking about this might happen. All things come to those in this energy. All information flows to those who don't give a shit whether they get that information or not. Okay? This is extremely important. This came up in one of the weekly... Was it the weekly reading this past week? Was it yesterday's reading? I don't remember what position it came up in, but whoever got the Four of Cups or something like that, there was some card, something about stop thinking about the person or don't care whether something about that. Whatever it is from the weekly reading, it's very important. It's a very important energy. It allows for this death process to happen. It allows for the healing to happen. Okay? In other words, this card, the Four of Swords, can be healing, which is kind of primarily its energy right now, but it can also be shutting down the brain and allowing just the intuition, just the third eye, etc. to kick in. Okay? Giving your head a rest. Give your head a rest in this energy. Be it around your intuition when this person comes in. Try not to overthink it. Whatever it is, if this person comes in, I should say. I can't predict free will. But that's what this is saying here. Okay? Don't stop trying to figure out who it is. Don't even care who it is. Just at the end of the day, know there's some huge information coming your way that causes great change for you. With you and somebody else. Alright? And it brings a great deal of healing. But if you think about it too much, it might create a repellent type energy. I'm not saying it'll keep the person away. I think you get the information either way, but the information will be a lot more clear, right? If it's not clouded by a bunch of thoughts and shit like that. All right? That's all I'm saying. All right. That's your reading. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I want it. I'm dying to pull on this. Man, we got a lot of transformation. I'm going to pull on your connection for sure. I'll pull on you in November as well. I'll open with you. And we'll see where this goes. We'll supercharge this reading a bit with a pyramid and all that. And we'll have fun. All right. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.